Hi, Mike Murray here. I'm the lead instructor of the Hacker Academy, and I wanted to be the first to give you a behind-the-scenes exclusive look at what you're going to get when you sign up to become a member of the Hacker Academy. So let's log in. This is the front page, and this is what you get when you first log in. This is where it all starts. If you were a first-time user, you'd click on Welcome to the Academy so that you could get started, and you would learn how to set up your environment, to set up your lab, to set up your computer so that you were ready to learn all the things that you were going to learn. You'd set up your toolkit, you'd learn what it's going to take precisely to be great at this sort of thing. You're going to learn exactly what it is to be a great hacker. And where you're going to do that is in the Ethical Hacking course. Now, we're calling this the Ethical Hacking Basics course, but what it really is a superset of all the things that are required for any of the entry-level penetration testing certifications out there. The CEH, the SANS certification, the IACRB penetration testing cert. Basically, what we did was we looked at all of them, and we created a curriculum that challenges you to learn everything you need to learn to pass any of those tests. And so we've created a soup to nuts penetration testing course. Now, we didn't just do that, of course. We've got a lot of experience in penetration tests and what makes a great penetration tester. So we added in a whole lot of stuff that we thought you needed to know that will make you a better penetration tester, whether it helps you pass a cert or not. Because ultimately, you're not joining the Hacker Academy to get certified. You're joining the Hacker Academy to get good. And we would far rather you be good. In fact, we'd far rather you be great than be certified. Certified happens naturally with greatness. So, what do you got for this? 6 modules. The first one is what we're calling the basics. And the basics is all the things that you need to become a great ethical hacker before you ever touch a skill. What mindset do great ethical hackers have? How do they think about problems? What's the career look like? What do you have to take into account? What kind of things do you need to do, be, and become in order to be a great hacker, regardless of what skills you have? Then we go into the skills. Reconnaissance, pretty typical. Network penetration testing. Server penetration testing, client penetration testing, including social engineering and attacking through Facebook and MySpace and Twitter. Anyone who knows me knows that's stuff that's near and dear to my heart. Finally, stuff that you won't find on most certifications, structure of penetration tests. Frankly, I've known too many good penetration testers who are hampered by their inability to execute within the structure of a formal penetration test. What methodologies do we use? How do we assess risk? How do we communicate with the client? How do we write a good report? All these things that are fundamental to great penetration tests and fundamental if you want to know what a great penetration test is, but that far too few people teach. So what we've done is we've put together lessons in all of these modules so that you can understand what things you need to learn. So let's look at one of those lessons and how it's structured. As we've said a million times, we don't believe that great ethical hacking is about sitting and watching lectures. We have lectures, and if you see, suppose you're going to learn about business intelligence, which is basically reconning the business, understanding what the business owns, what the business does, and all of the personal, private information out there about the business that you can use to assess the target. Yes, there's a lecture. There has to be. We have to teach you the basic skills. We have to teach you what it's about. But frankly, you're not coming to the Hacker Academy to listen to me blab to you in a video. I blab to you in some videos, but that's not the point. Frankly, you can download the slides, you can read them at your leisure, but you're really here to take a strong lab and to learn how to do this stuff on a daily basis, to learn how to gather information about a target, to learn how to use search and social networking and the SEC filings and all of these things to go get the information, and to learn how to penetration test, on a fundamental level. Now, that's all fine and good. Labs are great. And all of this stuff is going to be fantastic, and you're going to learn a whole lot. But what happens if you get stuck? It's an online environment. And even worse than that, it's an on-demand online environment. What happens if it's 2 a.m. and, oh no, I got stuck, I don't know what to do with my lab? Contact an instructor. Our instructors are going to be available for you every single day. And basically, you get stuck, you come to the bottom of the screen, you click here to schedule an appointment now. And you will set up an appointment with one of our instructors within 24 hours. You will have an opportunity to talk to the instructor the next day, have a conversation, figure out what the problem is, and we have a bunch of different ways you can do that. We can do it via IM, we can do it via email if you really want, although we'd prefer not to, or we can do it via phone. Whatever is most appropriate for you, you can get the help you need whenever you need it. Now, that's all fine and good. That's how you get the basics. But guess what? We're not here to talk about the basics. There's lots of ways to get basic skills in this industry. Frankly, the hardest thing from my perspective as a penetration tester and as someone who manages penetration testers is keeping them up to date. It's easy to find someone who has a certification. It's hard to find someone who keeps up because you have to spend an ass load of money to keep up. You have to go to Black Hat every year. You have to go to CanSec every year. You have to go to TourCon and Source and all these other conferences just to keep up on the new research. So what are we going to do? We're going to bring it to you. We're going to go out, because we already do. We pen test on a daily basis, so we're already out there. We're already trying to keep up. We're going to go keep up, and then we're going to bring it back to you, and not just teach it to you, but also get the important instructors, get the people who are out there doing the research to come teach it to you. Now, that's all fine and good. We've all gone to Black Hat and, gone and seen like an awesome Black Hat talk and sat there and gone, well, that was great, but I have no idea how to use it. Here's my commitment to you. We will never post a module on the site that is just a lecture. So if you go out and get, if we go out and get someone to do cross-site flash attacks like is on screen, and luckily one of our main instructors, Mike Bailey, was actually the one who presented this at Black Hat DC earlier this year. Not only are we going to teach you what is cutting edge, but we're going to give you a lab. And that lab will challenge you to learn to use what's cutting edge. Because frankly, it's great for me to go out and find, the Social Engineers Toolkit is a great new Metasploit module that's being used all over the place. It's great for me to go get a whole bunch of information and tell you about it. But what you really need is a lab. What you really need is to be challenged to learn how to use it so that the next day when you're on a pen test and you need to use the Social Engineers Toolkit, you can. Not only are we going to teach you what's cutting edge, we're going to teach you to use cutting edge, which has been missing in this industry for a long, long, long time. Your main instructors for the Hacker Academy are me, Mike Bailey, and we're going to have a whole bunch of guest instructors. We obviously can't do this ourselves. We can't know nearly enough about this industry to do it ourselves. So we just wanted to give you a tour. We wanted to show you around. And we wanted to get you ready to jump right in, ready to jump right on top of what it is that we're going to be teaching at the Hacker Academy. We look forward to hearing from you. Talk to us a whole lot. Ask us a whole lot of questions. Contact your instructors often. And we hope that you're having a great time, and we hope that you learn a whole lot.